Hello guys, today I'm excited to share the story of Fort Jesus with you. Located in Mombasa, Kenya, and was built by the Portuguese between 1593 and 1596. It was designed by the Italian architect Giovanni Battista Cairati, who made it in the shape of human body when viewed from the above. The fort was built to protect the Portuguese trade route to India and serve as a military stronghold. You can see over here how the structure is made. The captain's house served as a residence and office of the fort's commander. From here he directed patrols, managed supplies and oversaw defenses, guarding the old port of Mombasa. The passage of the arches connected different sections of the fort, from soldiers' quarters to the storage rooms. As you can see here, we have the munition store. At the fort, this room here held barrels of gunpowder, stacks of cannon belts and munitions that kept the fort armed through sieges and sea battles. Magazines were deliberately sited away from open flames, built with sturdy, thick walls and measures to keep them dry. The fort's coral stone walls have stood more than 400 years, with cannon marks still visible today, as you can see. It offers stunning views of the Indian Ocean and the old port of Mombasa. And today, Fort Jesus stands as a symbol of Mombasa's rich coastal heritage and a reminder of the regional colonial past. Outside the fort, real regional power often shifted between local Swahili leaders, the Sultan of Mombasa, and later the Omani Arabs. When the Omanis captured Fort Jesus from Portuguese in 1698, it became the administrative heart of Omani rule along the East African coast. The Sultan of Oman appointed Ali Wali, or governor, to reside in the fort and oversee trade, taxation and defense on his behalf, making him the most powerful figure in Mombasa at that time. The Omanis added new features such as prayer rooms, storerooms and family quarters to suit their way of life, turning the once Portuguese stronghold into a thriving coastal residence. Historical accounts note that senior Omani officials often lived with their extended families within the fort, a reflection of the fort's shifts from purely military use to a center of governance and domestic life. In the 19th century, the British took control of Mombasa and used Fort Jesus as a barracks and later as a prison, maintaining it until 1958 when it was declared a national monument. Today, Fort Jesus stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, symbolizing over 400 years of history, cultural exchange, and architectural resilience. This tells the story of Mombasa's place in global maritime trade. Among the most fascinating exhibits at Fort Jesus is the enormous skeleton of a whale suspended in the courtyard. The whale was found washed up on the shores of Mombasa, and its remains were preserved to educate visitors about marine life along the Kenyan coast. This striking display connects Fort Jesus not only to centuries of history but also to the natural wonders of the Indian Ocean that surround it. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. Adios.